From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, November 13th, 2014. Silver is trading at $15.70 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,162 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $431. Antiwar.com reports U.S. drone strikes attacked a group of fighters believed to be from Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula yesterday in southern Yemen, killing 7 people. None of them have been identified. This is just the icing on the cake for a bloody couple of days as Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula continues to fight the Shiite Houthis over control of parts of central and southwestern Yemen, fighting which has killed at least 33 people. The fighting continues to center around Rada, a former Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula stronghold, which is now under Houthi control, and an Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula suicide bomber killed a large number of Houthi fighters at a meeting there. Though ideologically opposed, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula and the Houthis have been separated by government territory, which has kept them from much direct conflict. Since the Houthis' capture of the capital of Sana'a, however, they are fighting more or less constantly, with the Yemeni military often backing the Houthis. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Coinbase. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. Coinbase also allows you to buy and sell Bitcoin using a bank account or use their tools to accept Bitcoin as a merchant. Opening a wallet is quick and easy, and for merchants, there are no transaction fees on the first $1 million worth of transactions. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. The LA Times reports Kansas can now issue same-sex marriage licenses after the Supreme Court on Wednesday afternoon ended a stay that temporarily prevented the state from doing so. And earlier on Wednesday, a federal judge in South Carolina struck down that state's ban on same-sex marriage in a ruling that joins a string of decisions that have legalized same-sex nuptials in many states. In Kansas, U.S. District Judge Daniel Crabtree issued an injunction November 4th, barring the state from enforcing its ban on same-sex marriage. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor issued a stay Monday that temporarily prevented Crabtree's order from taking effect Tuesday as scheduled. On Wednesday, the full Supreme Court decided not to grant the stay, dissolving Sotomayor's temporary order and allowing same-sex marriage to move forward in Kansas. Justices Antonin Scalia and Clarence Thomas dissented. In South Carolina on Wednesday, U.S. District Judge Mark Gergel in Charleston ruled that the state's ban on same-sex marriage violated individual rights to equal protection under the 14th Amendment. State Attorney General Alan Wilson quickly announced he would appeal. South Carolina Equality, a group that advocates for LGBT rights in the state, lauded the judge's decision. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. Reuters reports the father of Michael Brown, the teenager who was shot dead by a policeman in Ferguson, Missouri in August, said on Wednesday that he and the boy's mother had gone to the United Nations in Geneva to seek justice for their son. In a statement issued through the family's lawyer, Daryl Parks, the parents said they had faith in the pending decision of a grand jury in the case, which sparked looting in the St. Louis suburb after the shooting and opposed any violence. Brown told a news conference after a session of the UN Committee on Torture, "Me and his mother have come to the UN to get redress for our son. There couldn't be a better place to do that." Missouri Governor Jay Nixon said on Tuesday that the National Guard would be on standby in case of violence after a grand jury decision whether or not to indict police officer Darren Wilson for the fatal shooting in Ferguson. Parks told reporters in Geneva the Brown family continues to call for nonviolence. They continue to feel the grand jury will do the right thing. The Browns had a private meeting with committee members on Tuesday at which they asked for continued UN pressure on the United States government over the affair, which one U.S. rights group said was typical for what happens all over the country. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.